Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Ukraine's latest attack and how it has created a wave of fear across Russia. The situation is escalating quickly and the implications are far-reaching, touching military strategy, public sentiment, and international relations. The Ukrainian forces have carried out a highly coordinated strike targeting critical infrastructure deep inside Russian-controlled areas. Reports indicate that the attack was precise, hitting logistical hubs, supply lines, and communication centers. This has left Russian forces struggling to maintain their operations, and the psychological impact is spreading among both the military and civilians. Many analysts are calling this operation a turning point in the ongoing conflict. Ukraine's ability to strike with such accuracy behind enemy lines demonstrates not only advanced intelligence capabilities, but also growing confidence in their military strategy. The message is clear: no part of the front or supply chain is safe, and Russia must now reconsider its defensive priorities. The Russian media has been unusually silent about the extent of the damage, fueling speculation and fear. Citizens living near strategic areas are reportedly on edge, unsure if they might be next. The fear is not limited to those directly in conflict zones. Nationwide, people are watching closely as their military infrastructure becomes increasingly vulnerable. Experts suggest that this fear could have significant consequences. Morale among Russian troops may decline, creating opportunities for Ukrainian forces to exploit weak points along the front. Psychological pressure on Russian commanders could lead to rushed decisions, further destabilizing their operational plans. Ukraine's strategy appears to focus on both tangible and intangible effects. By targeting critical supply routes and communication networks, they disrupt day-to-day operations. At the same time, the very knowledge that their rear positions are vulnerable creates doubt and uncertainty within the Russian ranks. This dual impact, physical damage and psychological strain, is what makes the attack so alarming. International observers are taking notice as well. The attack underscores Ukraine's growing capabilities and the support it continues to receive from Western allies. Countries monitoring the conflict are now assessing the implications for regional stability, with some raising concerns about escalation if Russia tries to respond aggressively. On social media, videos and reports from Ukrainian sources have gone viral, showing the precision and intensity of the strikes. While the exact scale of damage is still being verified, the imagery alone is enough to fuel anxiety and fear across Russian society. The psychological aspect of warfare, often underestimated, is very much in play here. Russian authorities are facing pressure to respond quickly, but the challenge is complex. Any overt retaliation could expose further vulnerabilities or provoke international condemnation. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces are capitalizing on speed and surprise, maintaining the momentum of their operations. This dynamic has made Russia appear reactive rather than proactive, which further intensifies fear among its population. The attack also highlights the role of intelligence and technology in modern warfare. Ukraine's ability to identify high-value targets and strike effectively indicates significant improvements in reconnaissance and coordination. Drones, satellite imagery, and electronic intelligence have likely played crucial roles in planning the operation, making it a showcase of contemporary combat methods. Public reaction in Russia is a mix of concern and denial. Some citizens express worry over safety and the effectiveness of their military, while others cling to state narratives that downplay the severity of the attacks. This tension between information and perception adds to the sense of unease, as uncertainty is often more destabilizing than concrete losses. Ukraine's offensive has also disrupted supply chains and logistics for Russian troops. Fuel depots, transportation hubs, and storage facilities have been damaged or destroyed, limiting Russia's ability to reinforce front-line positions. This logistical strain increases operational risk and makes defensive measures more difficult, compounding the feeling of vulnerability across the region. Military analysts note that Russia has historically relied on secure supply routes and communication lines to maintain control over occupied areas. The The success of Ukraine's attack challenges this assumption, forcing Russian commanders to adapt quickly. Defensive strategies will need to evolve, but adaptation takes time, leaving a temporary window of advantage for Ukraine. The psychological ripple effect extends beyond military circles. Civilians in border regions, towns near strategic infrastructure, and even major cities are feeling the tension. Fear can affect everyday behavior, from travel decisions to public gatherings, creating a broader societal impact. Ukraine's strategy leverages this reality, using fear as a tool alongside conventional military tactics. In conclusion, Ukraine's attack is significant not just for its immediate tactical outcomes, but for the broader implications it has on Russian society and military morale. It demonstrates Ukraine's growing capability, both technologically and strategically, while exposing vulnerabilities within Russian defenses. The fear it generates is as potent as any physical damage, influencing decisions and shaping the conflict in unpredictable ways. As the situation continues to unfold, the world is watching closely. Analysts, governments, and citizens alike are trying to gauge the next moves from both sides. One thing is clear: Ukraine's operations are sending a strong message that the conflict is far from static, and the landscape of power and fear is shifting rapidly. This attack is a reminder of how modern warfare extends beyond traditional battlefields. Information, precision strikes, and psychological impact all combine to redefine what it means to wage war. Ukraine's approach shows a sophisticated understanding of these elements, and the resulting fear across Russia highlights how effective such a strategy can be.